This episode was a disaster and a half, and I mean that in a good way. This episode was a mess. A lot going on. Um, Molly, TJ, Jordan, and Curtis are sitting there, I guess, having dinner, lunch, whatever the hell they're having. Um, just enjoying the time. Celebrating their domestic partnership, whatever. Um, yeah, they were just sitting there, enjoying their little domestic partnership or whatever, celebrating. Sonny came over to congratulate them. Molly was looking so like a deer in headlights sitting at that table, when TJ was praising her and Jordan and all them were complimenting her, like just singing her praises or whatever. Little do they know, little do they know the secret that she's keeping. You could see it on her face, like every time TJ and them praise her and stuff like that, she's feeling more and more guilty. Like her conscience is just kicking her ass at this point. She's feeling super guilty. I mean, I wish that she would just go on ahead and just tell him the truth, but we all know that, the truth is going to come out in the most dramatic way possible, of course, and I'm here for it. I am totally here for it. I can't wait for the secret to come out. I just wish that she would have just told him. Like, you have ample opportunity to tell him, and you're still sitting there not telling this man the truth. Like, it's gonna come back and bite you in the ass royally, because somebody's gonna snitch. Either somebody's gonna overhear a conversation, or you know, maybe TJ's gonna overhear something one day. Who knows? I'm just ready for it to come out. I know it ain't gonna come out this week, but I'm ready. I definitely am. Um. So anyway, Sonny over there, congratulating him, telling TJ, oh, you're a part of the family. Welcome to the family. Then he was asking, seeing if TJ was okay, about the kidnapping and stuff. And TJ was pretty much telling him that, he couldn't tell Mac much about what happened or whatever because he doesn't remember a lot of it, or, he doesn't have a lot of details. So Sonny was kind of fishing to see what he did tell Mac. Like, what exactly did you tell him? Um, so Sonny ended up sending them a bottle of champagne or whatever. And Sonny, he sent them the expensive kind too, because he liked to be flashy. That's good money. Listen, I know Jordan don't like Sonny very much or whatever, like she ain't friends with him, but I would have accepted that bottle of champagne. I'm just gonna tell you, like I would have sat there, shut my mouth, and drank it because I ain't turning down no expensive bottle of champagne because you could tell the difference between cheap champagne and expensive champagne, and Sonny sent them a very good bottle. Like, I'm just saying, I would have accepted it. I would have drunk the whole bottle first, and then I would have started talking junk. But I would have drunk it first. You know what I mean? Just in case he decided to get mad and take it back. But we all know Sonny ain't gonna take it back, but just in case though. So of course, Jordan gets in her feelings. She go marches her little ass over to Sonny, getting all up in tater tot face, talking about some, oh, I don't need your help anymore. Back off, stay out of it, or whatever. Jordan, go sit down, because you need everybody's help, including the good Lord above. You're gonna need a lot of help to get out of this mess. Because at the end of the day, Cyrus ain't done with you. He's far from done with you. You need help. You need all the help that you can get. Every drop of help. Like you need it. Trust me. You are definitely gonna need it. Um, so she could get mad or whatever, but you created this mess. This man came to town to get revenge because of something that you did back in the day. So you created this, and you're gonna need help fixing it because God knows you can't do it on your own. That's evident. Like you're not gonna get rid of Cyrus by yourself. So you already colored outside the lines before of the law, so you might as well do it again and work with Sonny and Jason and whoever, Curtis and whoever, all y'all put y'all collective heads together and figure out how you're going to shut Cyrus down, because separately, it ain't going to happen. United we stand, divided y'all going to get fought. Y'all going to get played. So y'all might as well just band together and do what y'all got to do at this point, because Jordan, you can't use the PCPD resources to take Cyrus down without exposing yourself. So you're gonna need to go outside the law to handle this problem. Same way Anna did with Faison before, where her and Robert went outside the law and they locked Faison in the damn catacombs in that little basement little thingy or whatever. They had to go outside the law. They had to do what they had to do. Because they knew going in, doing it by law, it wasn't going to stop them. So they had to do what they had to do for the moment. So Jordan gonna have to do the same thing. So anyway, Curtis and TJ were talking and whatever. He was trying to see if TJ was good or whatever. But TJ basically told him like he's still having nightmares about the kidnapping. So basically he going through PTSD. He's going through some PTSD on that. I think he needs to see a good shrink. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. When you're having nightmares about a traumatic event, you need to go see a shrink. You know, a therapist can help you with that. A good therapist. And you know, of course, TJ was asking Jordan about Cyrus and stuff like that. And Jordan was sitting there looking down at her lap and all that. I was like, it's not going to take TJ long to figure out what you up to. Or that you're involved somehow in this kidnapping. Even though obviously you had like nothing physically to do with the kidnapping. But you're the catalyst for the kidnapping happening. So you need to just go ahead and tell TJ about this. And I'm surprised she ain't got no guards on that boy. Like Cyrus knows your son's work schedule, everything. And you ain't got no officers or nothing guarding him, nothing. Like, come on now, be smart. So anyway, moving on from that. Cyrus is just making his rounds in town. He just going up to India, everybody talking. He went up to Ava or whatever because Ava was on the phone with Lucy. Ava pissed me off. I love me some Ava, but I was mad at her today. I was like, Ava, what are you doing? Like, I'm mad for a whole different reason. It ain't even about her talking to Cyrus. I'm mad because this heifer was sitting on the phone with Lucy Coe trying to sell her penthouse. Ava, what the are you doing? You don't sell that. Are you insane? First of all, that penthouse is nice as shit. I'm just saying. Her penthouse is nice. It's a beautiful penthouse. I'm pretty sure it's worth a pretty penny, and I'm sure it's going to be worth even more. But she's a fool for trying to sell that penthouse because I would have sat on that damn place. Are you crazy? I understand, like, she's married now. She's living at Windermere. I get it. But I don't give a damn what I'm married to. I'm still keeping my residence. I'm still keeping my real estate holdings. I'm not selling nothing just because I'm married and moved in with the spouse or whatever. No, you got to, in this day and age, you need to have your own. And you need to keep your own. Like, because you don't know what could happen. And I feel like she's overplaying her hand. Because she really thinks that by hook or crook, she's going to get this cast iron fortune. I mean, don't get me wrong. Ava got her own money. She got plenty of her own cash. That's evident. Like, we know that. You know what I mean? So, I just think that it's crazy of her to sell the penthouse. I mean, I know if things don't work out with her and Nicholas, which I'm sure it probably won't, but at least she has a home she can go back to. You know what I mean? Like, when things don't work out. But if things, go left and she already sold the penthouse, that means she's going to have to stay at the Metro Court for a while until she can find a new place. Like, why go through all that when you already own a place? And she could rent the place out while she's living at Windermere, making more money. Come on, think. I ain't selling. See, you can sell the penthouse and make a fortune, I'm sure, but that's short-term thinking. I can keep my penthouse, live in my marital home, and make money off my single home. The home that I got my bachelor pad. You know what I mean? And in her case, her bachelorette pad. She could be making good money off of that if she rented it out. What the hell are you going to sell it for? No. See, Ava got the game messed up. Like, I might have to go on Port Charles and teach some people about real estate and stuff. Because, like, life is better when you got lots of cheddar. Like, what are you doing? I mean, yeah, you could sell it and make a bundle, but I'd rather rent the bitch out. Like, I'm just saying. You can make good money every month renting that shit out. And I'm pretty sure her penthouse is obviously paid for, so that's what I would do. So Cyrus sitting here eavesdropping on her conversation. So come to find out, Cyrus is actually the buyer for her penthouse. But Ava didn't know that because Lucy never told her. So he was also fishing for an invite too, to her portrait gala. You know how she's doing that dumbass party to unveil her new portrait that Franco painting for her. He was fishing for an invite. Ava was like, I'm not inviting you. Yo, I like Cyrus. I really do, because he just don't give a damn. Like, he just be walking up to anybody in Port Charles trying to get an invite somewhere. So, of course, mini-me Sonny. Sonny was just in the Metro Court being up in everybody's business. I'm like, shouldn't you be somewhere? Seriously. Shouldn't you be outside trying to climb a speed bump or something? Like, what are you doing? Like, Sonny was just all over the Metro Court and everybody's business. I'm like, Sonny, go get you some business. Don't you got a meeting that you got to go to or something? Don't you got to go get bathed and Sonny and Jason got to go run your bubble bath or something? Like, go do something. Why are you in everybody's business? So he see Ava and Cyrus talking. So he come over, chastising Ava, talking about what the hell are you doing? Minding her business. Shouldn't you be going to do that? She could talk to whoever the hell she want. Because of course, Sonny talking about, oh, here you go. You do this all the time. Now you're sitting here doing business with a known drug trafficker. Sonny, you are just as much a criminal as Cyrus is. Like, that's the problem with Sonny. He passed judgment on everybody. You're a criminal. Cyrus is a criminal. Just because he runs drugs and you run whatever it is that you run, because God knows we still don't know what you do. Um, Sonny, have y'all ever seen the TV show Martin? With Martin Lawrence and all them, you know Martin, Shamartin, and Shanae and all them back in the day. And you remember the Tommy character, rest in peace, Tommy. You remember Tommy, they always joked on the show how he didn't have no job. And he always talking about, oh, I got a job, but nobody knew what he did. And he would never really tell them what he did. That's kind of like Sonny and Jason at this point. We know that they're mob bosses, but we don't know what their illegal business technically is. Because they always talking about they got shipments and stuff like that. We know Cyrus runs drugs. We know that. But we still don't know what the hell Sonny and Jason do. Like, y'all in the mob, but what exactly are the products that's so illegal that y'all are shipping? Like, what are you doing? I don't know. Maybe we'll never, just like on Martin, we never found the answer about what Tommy does for a living. On this show, I don't think we're ever going to find out what their shipments are. I'm fine with that. So of course, you know, he all up in Ava business or whatever. And Ava was pissed because she was like, why you always think the worst of me all the time? He was like, because it's you, basically. Like, because she always ends something. But this time, Ava was in the right, though. She's not plotting. She's not doing nothing illegal. And who she does business with is none of Sonny's business. And first of all, the business that she was doing with Cyrus was not illegal. Hell, she didn't even know she was doing business with Cyrus. All she was trying to do was sell her penthouse. She had no idea Cyrus was the buyer. So Sonny needs to mind his business. Um, so of course Cyrus sitting there telling Ava, "Oh, do you need help with Sonny and your daughter and stuff like that?" She was like, "No." She was like, "And don't mention my daughter again." And basically, Ava did the smart thing and decided not to sell her penthouse to Cyrus, which was brilliant. I don't think she should be selling that penthouse. Period. Um, so yeah, Cyrus is just not playing. He is just making his rounds. Like, he trying to get into a lot of people's brain. Like, he's just trying to get into their mind. He's trying to manipulate, do whatever he can. Like, he's just trying to, I think, rattle some people. And I like it. I'm here for it because he reminds me so much of Anthony Zakara, because this is exactly what little Anthony used to be doing. But Anthony was just more crazy though. So anyway, moving on from that. Alexis and Sam are at the gym, and Alexis is just, you know, depressed and moping, and, you know, she just not feeling it or whatever because of the end of her career. And I do agree with Sam for once that Alexis has saved up a lot of money over the years as an attorney, so she could easily, you know, figure out what she wants to do career-wise for her second act, which I agree. You know, this is a new stage in her life, and I think she should either fight to get her license back, or, you know, she should find something new. But I understand, like, it's easier said than done because, I mean, when you're at a particular age, and Alexis should be in her 60s. So when you're at a particular age, I know it's hard to start all over career-wise and relationship-wise. Like, it's hard to start over, especially at that age. But she can do it, though, because she has the financial means to do it. You know what I mean? She has the know-how. You know, you just got to figure out what you like. You know, what else besides law do you like? And go for it. You know what I mean? Hell, she could become the next Martha Stewart, you know, minus the prison. But, you know, you never know. You could become the next Oprah. You could do whatever you want. You got the means, you got the smarts, you got the contacts. You can do whatever the hell you want at this point. So, of course, Brando comes in. And he's sitting there chatting it up with Alexis. And Sam is not happy. Of course, Sam being all bitchy and whatnot. And Brando was over it. Brando was like, okay, so why don't you give me a list of people that I can't talk to in this town? I agree. It's like Sam need to go mind her business. Like, you just like on him like one of them little frou-frou dolls that keep humping his damn leg every time you see him. Like, go about your business. Alexis was definitely flirting with Brando. Because she's sitting there talking about, oh, I can see why Molly slept with him. I was like, Alexis, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. That's embarrassing. Um, I mean, obviously Alexis wouldn't mind getting on that ride either, clearly. But I like it though. Alexis is crazy. I could definitely. I can't. I seen some people saying Brando and Alexis should hook up. I said no. I could see it. I mean, Alexis look good for her age. Don't get me wrong, but no. Like hell no. Nope. So anyway, moving on from that, we get to the teen scene. Cameron, Dev, Trina, Jocelyn all hanging out. It's the 1 year anniversary, I guess, since Oscar's death, and Jocelyn talking about how she's, happy and moving on, and whenever she think about Oscar, she doesn't start crying and getting sad. She actually smiles about it, which is cool. That's good. So I guess Trina and Cameron are in this frisbee contest or whatever the hell it is that they're doing, and Jocelyn and Dev wanted to tag along, but Trina, I guess, kind of didn't want them to. She just wanted it to be her and Cameron. So Dev basically told Jocelyn how he feels like Cameron likes her or whatever. So Jocelyn started to ponder that, because Josh, I think, is starting to realize maybe Cam does really like her. But I feel like it's too late now because Cam is obviously feeling Trina, and he was happy that it was just him and Trina hanging out now instead of the four of them. He was happy to get some alone time with Trina. So I think Cam has definitely moved on. He's feeling Trina now. So it's more of a case of if you snooze, you lose, and that's what happens. Um. So anyway, we get to this damn custody hearing. Nell done barged up in there talking about she married, and walks Julian damn Jerome in a black suit like he going to a funeral. That's an appropriate attire for your wedding, I suppose. They were claiming, I guess, that they got married last night or something. Um, the judge was like, let me see that marriage license. The judge was not buying it. He said, give me that damn marriage license. Let me look at this real quick. Um, Michael sitting there talking about, oh, Nell overplayed her hand. Michael, shut the hell up, because first of all, Nell ain't do nothing that you didn't do. You went and got you a quickie marriage, so she went and got a quickie marriage. She didn't do anything different than what you just did, so shut your mouth. You just mad because she's playing you at your own damn game. That's all you do. That's what you mad about. So shut your mouth. Because he knows that the balance has just shifted. Because him and Willow were so confident that now that they're married, oh, we got this in the bag. Michael, if anything, you're overplaying your hand. Because you were so damn confident that y'all were going to win this. It ain't over until the fat bitch sing. And she ain't, she hasn't sung just yet. So calm yourself down. Like, shut your mouth, calm down, and sit there and let your lawyer handle the business. So, of course, Carly's sitting there texting Sonny, her little mini-me, about what's going on and the fact that Julian is now married to Nell. Sonny is pissed. Ava's sitting there asking him what the hell wrong with him. He's sitting there talking about, oh, ask your brother. Oh, I'm pretty sure she will. When she find this out, and of course, towards the end of once the hearing was over, Diane caught up with Alexis. The first day of the hearing was over, so Diane caught up with Alexis to tell her about Julian and Nell. And Alexis was shocked, of course, and I'm not surprised. Diane was just like, she did not think Julian could stoop any lower. And Michael was wondering what the hell Nell had on him because he know Julian would never marry Nell unless she was blackmailing him. And of course she is. And we get a bunch of flashbacks with them or whatever. And Nell has an insurance policy, a good one. So basically, she has an envelope in the event of her death. If something were to happen to her, Julian would be exposed for tampering with Brad Lucas's car that night. So he would be exposed if something were to happen to her. So that was smart of her to take out some type of insurance policy. Um, so anyway, Martin Gray, I will say, did his thing in that courtroom. Like, he was on fire in the courtroom. The way he was, giving his opening statements and stuff like that. It was smart because he was trying to turn bullshit into sunshine. That's exactly what he was doing, because that's all he was doing was shoveling some manure and made it sound convincing too. Like, he really did. He was shoveling some straight manure. And I mean, it sounded convincing to me, even though I know the truth, but it did sound convincing the way he was doing it. I said, well, go ahead. Diane, you got a fight on your hands. So the judge ends up doing a recess or whatever. And Martin wants to go over her testimony and Julian's testimony. He wants to rehearse it so that way they got it down pat. Um, he's not planning on calling Julian as a witness, only if it's totally necessary. Um, so that's pretty much what he plans on doing. Diane, of course, was somewhat impressed with the way Willow handled herself in court. Like she didn't fly off the handle and whatnot. But Willow has a horrible poker face. Like you're not supposed to let it show on your face that this is bothering you, this is getting to you. Like, just be, put your Jason face on. Put your Jason Morgan face on. You know how Jason's always stone face all the time. That's the face that you got to use when you're in court. You can't look rattled. You know what I'm saying? Because you're giving the enemies the satisfaction of seeing that they're getting to you. That's what you don't want. Never let them see you sweat. So anyway, Sonny come up in there after the court hearing is over and they recess. Sonny come up in there trying to figure out why the hell Julian would marry Nell, because he was like, you just married the person I hate more than your ass. So it's gonna be explosive this week, and this is the last week of new episodes, so I think it's gonna be good. Cyrus, I meant to mention that Cyrus wants to hire Curtis as his PI or whatever to do a PI job for him. Curtis ain't gonna take that shit, and I think Cyrus is definitely playing the game, because why would you trust Curtis of all people, knowing he hates your ass? So this is getting good. I'm loving it. Anyway, hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode. I'll see you all later. Peace.